I'm joined now by Troy Hogg. He is the principal at Benton Elementary, and he deals a lot with kids who may be on free and reduced lunches. So talk to me how your neighborhood and Benton Elementary reflect what could be considered a poverty indicator.
So we service around 79% of our students are free and reduced lunch students, which means they live below the poverty line, and so those students receive free and reduced lunches from us. They're also the ones we focus on whenever we're doing our buddy packs, when we're doing our shoes that fit, clothes, all of those things, all of those resources that those fragile families might need.
Right, and you've been there for some time at Benton, so this is a consistent thing that you deal with on a day-to-day basis with these kiddos. Is it a distraction?
Absolutely. When I first started at Benton 7 years ago, our free and reduced lunch rate was actually 92%. It's actually dropped with us over the years, but our attendance area has also changed over the years, and the majority of our students who live in our attendance area are from poverty, and it's definitely a distractor. You know, if they're coming in and they haven't had breakfast in the morning, or if they haven't had a good lunch or meals over the weekends even, it's definitely going to affect their learning.
And you travel obviously all around the community and the area, and perception is that the parents, you know, aren't trying hard, aren't working, aren't really trying to do the best for their kids. That's obviously a misperception.
Absolutely, that's frustrating because my parents are trying very hard every day to do everything that they can for their kids. When you're working more than one job and doing lots of things, it's just hard to make ends meet. Most of these families have low-wage jobs, but more than one, and they're trying the best they can. You know, even when you look at all of the costs for these families, child care and whatnot, it's expensive. It's just really expensive, and they're trying their best to make ends meet, and they need some extra support, which we're glad we can give for them.
Are many of them what would be considered the working poor versus just those living off benefits per se?
Yes, I would say most of ours are working poor. They're families, very often single mothers who are doing the best they can with the resources that they have.
What are some of the success stories, though, of the young kids you see? Because you get them in elementary school when they're really fresh and still bright-eyed about the education that's ahead of them.
Yeah, I think our kids are very excited. We try our best just to give hope to our kids. I think that's the one thing we can do in elementary schools, is just make sure that they have hope for a better life for themselves. I think most people may think that the kids understand that they're in poverty. Well, they don't. For them, this is just what life is like. The way I grew up at home is what I thought everyone's family was like. As you get older, you learn that that's not necessarily the case. So many of these students don't even know that they're growing up in poverty. They don't understand that not everyone needs to get food from the food bank, or not everyone gets buddy packs. For them, they just think that that's the way it is for everyone. So.
And the buddy pack, what a great program.
Wonderful program, wonderful program. We have about 125 students now who receive buddy packs. We started out the year with around 80, so we've already increased from the beginning of the year, but it's still less than half of our students, and we probably have some more families who could use it, but they're limited to the number of buddy packs they can give out too.
Any other key services that you really think, okay, our school needs this and we'd love to get the word out about it?
You know, I think that we have a lot of community volunteers that really help us a lot. We're really grateful to the Assistance League for the clothes that they give for our kids. This time of year especially, we run short of hats and gloves and scarves and those things. People very often think about providing coats for kids, but they don't think about providing maybe the gloves or the other things that the kids need as well, those accessory items, which also get lost fairly easily as well, which is sometimes an issue we have to deal with.
But lots of extras would be helpful. That's
yes,
for sure.
most definitely.
Thank you so much for talking with us,
You're
Mr.
welcome.
Hogg.
Yeah.
We'll be right back.